Τώρα, αναλυτές με μεγάλη εμπειρία και κύρος έχουν καταλάβει πλήρως το παιχνίδι που παίζει ο Ερντογάν. Μιλώντας στον SKAI και τη Μαρία Τσιλινίκο, ο Ίαν Λέσερ, επικεφαλής της Βρυξέλλες του German Marshall Fund, δεν απέκλεισε το ενδεχόμενο ατυχήματος, τονίζοντας πως από τα μέσα της δεκαετίας του 90 η Τουρκία έχει η Τουρκία να ανεβάσει τόσο πολύ το θερμόμετρο με την Ελλάδα.
Lately, President Erdogan, as well as other Turkish officials, have mounted a crescent of provocations against Greece. Among other statements, he said that the Turks will come one night and that Greece is a threat mechanism and NATO's puppet. How do you see the current verbal attack developing?
It really is at a level that we haven't seen since the mid-1990s, I would say. And it's quite dangerous. I don't think either country is looking for a conflict. But the more this rhetoric persists, there's a really very significant chance of accidents happening. I think perhaps he sees some of this as leverage over issues that he would like to see progress on, whether it's in Washington or in Brussels. But of course, it's not having that effect. If anything, it's, I think, making it much more difficult for Turkey and Washington, for Turkey and Brussels, to actually resolve the issues that are outstanding there.
At a time when Turkey is placing the so-called Aegean Army opposite the Greek islands, and with casus belli in force, in the event that Greece applies the law of the sea, Turkey is demanding the demilitarization of the Greek islands. How do you judge such a demand?
I think he wants to be taken seriously on the international scene. I think he wants that for the country, but he also, maybe above all, wants it for his own political presence. And we come back to the domestic political incentives to sound tough on these issues, because that's not just an issue for his constituents, but really, frankly, almost everywhere across the political spectrum in Turkey, this kind of thing resonates.
The EU and USA have taken a clear position in favor of the indisputable Greek sovereignty. Despite this, he continues to attack both Greece, USA, and the EU. Do you think he can be brought to reason?
It's perfectly true that President Erdogan has also been very critical of NATO and NATO allies. At the same time, this is also unfolding at a time when the Turkish relationship with Western partners is really at a very low ebb. I think it goes back to his own political style. I mean, he does tend to personalize these things. And in that respect, I think, he tends to project this very aggressive rhetoric, but could it lead into something more, operationally aggressive? Absolutely it could.